How's it going, guys? Welcome back to some more career mode goodness here on the Red Vibe channel. In today's rebuild, we are taking control of Everton. Now, as of this recording, they are currently sitting in 18th place in the Premier League after their loss to Liverpool in the Merseyside derby, and they are kind of battling it out with Burnley at the bottom of the league to fight for Premier League survival. So here we are, let's get cracking on the rebuild mission. Now, of course, this is season 2, so if you did miss season 1, feel free to click right here. It'll pop up at the top of the screen, and you can go and watch episode 1 to see how we've built the squad so far. Otherwise, sit back, enjoy the episode, and let's set our objective for Everton in this season. I can only make up to 3 signings in the first summer transfer window. We can make an additional 1 signing in the winter transfer window if we want to. We can only promote 1 player from the youth academy each season. The entire season then is simulated with the exception of the last competitive game. So first of all, let's talk about the transfers that Everton have made in this first summer of season 2. So we sold Alan, who's aging now, 31 years old. He's gone to Real Madrid. 22 million is a really good fee to coop for a 31-year-old, an aging player. And we can definitely look to improve that CDM role. So he was the first sale, and that gave us quite a lot of money. We brought in an absolutely unbelievable talent to Merseyside, and we have managed to sign Ansu Fati, the 19-year-old winger who is, in my opinion, in real life going to be probably the world's best player in about 5 years. And he cost 59.4 million. So that is an absolutely fantastic coup for us. We also continued in that vein by signing one of the best English midfielders in the Premier League. He's a set-piece specialist. He's an all-round midfielder. 27-year-old James Ward-Prowse came in for 29.5 million. We then sold, I know he's already gone in real life, but as of our first season, he was still an Everton player. In this save, we have managed to get the money for him by selling him to Barcelona for 38 million, which I'm pretty sure is a lot more than he actually went to Villa for in real life. But that amount of money definitely is going to help us on our journey to become a really top side in this rebuild. We moved on then by bringing a left back into the club, and we signed Zinchenko, not from Man City, but he'd already moved to Milan. So we've stolen him from Milan, 25.6 million for him. He comes into the squad. We then sent out one of our youngsters, Dobbin, on loan, and we also made a final sale in the transfer window of Alex Iwobi, who moves to the French league to play for Nice, and that gave us £16.3 million into the club. So our transfer budget currently looking like this, 39.18 million, which means, of course, we are going to get that extra signing, and it's going to be a good one in the January transfer window. Now, after all that transfer business has been done, let's have a look at the squad in its entirety. So we start with Pickford in goal, 85 rated, no qualms. We've got a back four of Dest, Godfrey, Mina and Zinchenko. Very young back four, plenty of room to grow. Godfrey and Dest in particular, their ceiling's quite high. Zinchenko as well, to be fair. Moving into the midfield, we've got Ward-Prowse and Bellingham, and absolutely elite pair of English midfielders who are going to be so good in the future. We've got Richarlison just ahead of them in centre forward. Some amazing stats on him as well. Rafinha and Fati on the wings, and then Calvert-Lewin up front. It's looking very good for us. We've got Decore on the bench. We've got Musiala, who was so good in season 1. Gray Keane, who came back from his loan. Holgate as well. And even down in the reserves, we've got players like Gordon and Davis. There's a lot of talent here at Everton in this save. I think we have to go for top 4 this season, and I want to get a domestic cup under my belt as well. A final of a domestic cup plus top 4 would be a successful season here, and that's what we're going to set our objective for. So, without further ado, we do have a fairly difficult month to start things off with. We've got Reading, who got promoted last season as our first game. We've got Chelsea and Brentford. So it's going to be tough to get 9 points, but we're definitely going to try. Chelsea's obviously the biggest game there. Let's see what we can do. So let's see how this first game goes. Of course, the transfer window is open. No way. Have we lost our opening game to Reading 2-1? Not with this squad. Boys, no, don't let it be one of those episodes. I'm sorry. That's just not on. Oh dear. And all of a sudden, we have to get 6 points from these next 2 games. We do get an away win at Chelsea. All right. We've bounced back from a really horrendous start. If we get a win against Brentford, we'll be all right. Oh, shit. I did not realise Richarlison had a release clause in his contract. This will not do. If Real Madrid pinch him for 79 million, I will be so sad. All right, let's try and get a contract done for Richarlison, because we do not want to lose this man. Charlton wants 100k plus a signing bonus of 1.15 mil plus a goal bonus of 5.9 mil. If we remove the goal bonus, can we submit that offer? He wants 130k. Bro, I'll go 120, take it or leave it. He's gone for it. Fair enough. No release clause now, so Real Madrid cannot Do you know what? Career mode always catches you out with things like that. I always forget to check things like that at the beginning of a season. Look, here, 19 years old, 66 rated. Like, we need to get a contract for this guy so we don't end up losing him for pennies. So we sorted that young guy, and as I'm looking up and down the squad, there's no more release clauses anywhere here, so we should be safe for anything dodgy happening. So come on then, are we going to make it 6 out of 9, sorry, in August, points-wise? We are. We take the victory at home against Brentford, which is the best we could have done after a really dodgy start. So, it's a fairly good start for Everton this season. Can we still get top 4? Of course we can. So this guy, Nathan Broadhead, he was on loan at Sunderland for the first season. We have actually sold him now on deadline day, and he goes and starts a new career at Swansea, and we get 1.45 million for our troubles. And then one other final bit of news, as deadline day is coming to a close now, and one of our young fullbacks, Kyle John, moves to Cagliari for a season-long loan. Wow, huge month for Everton there in September. We didn't lose a single game, which is massive for any team that wants to be doing big things in a season. We draw 2-2 with Liverpool to start things off. We get a draw in the Europa League, probably should have beat Salzburg there. We move on to a win, bread and butter games against Watford and against Blackpool. We win that 5-1, that's really good. And then West Brom in the league as well, a 2-0 victory at Goodison. And then we did actually win an away game at Helsinki in the Europa League as well. So that's a really great month. Okay, so another fairly decent month, but the league results let us down a little bit. We did start things off with a win against Leeds. That's good. We lost to Man City. As to be expected from time to time, Man City are a massive team. 5-0 away win at Panathinaikos. 3-3 draw in Newcastle. Not the best. We do beat Stoke in the Cup 4-0. And then that West Ham result at home is actually really poor. Let's move on to November anyway. I mean, it's inconsistent, isn't it? I mean, we beat Panathinaikos in the Europa League. We go to Old Trafford. We spank them 4-0. We get Arsenal at Goodison and we lose it. We can't be having results like that. Not if we want top 4. We beat Red Bull in the Europa League. We beat Brighton, another bread and butter fixture. And then we take another loss at Goodison Park to Leicester. These are the teams that are going to be in and around us. I think we have to strengthen our defence in the second part of the season. Once we hit January, we need to get that defender in nice and quickly. And I think that should help us to stop conceding some of these silly goals, hopefully, and losing some of these silly games. So there we go, December's over now, and again, inconsistent is the word I would use, and it's got to be down to the defence. I'm in January now, so I can rectify that, but let's have a look at these results. A draw to Spurs, a win against Helsinki, we lose at Goodison again to Palace before going to Villa and defeating them at their home ground. So it's our home form which is just so bad at the moment. Look, we lose at home again to Wolves. We lose to Liverpool, which I don't want to gloss over. I mean, I am focused on the league more so, but that is a huge loss against our Merseyside rivals in the Cup. I think that's the Carabao Cup there. We then do go away twice, Fulham and Leicester, and win those games. So our away form is unbelievable. But yeah, it's home where we really need to shore things up. And I think I know how we might go about doing it. So here he is. Bastoni arrives at Merseyside to come and join the blue and white of Everton Football Club. We signed him from Borussia Dortmund for 35 mil, plus we sent Yerry Mina the other way, which was a big loss. I had to really think about that one. He's a really big, tall centre-back who wins a lot of aerial duels and stuff like that. He's kind of slow though, not the best for the modern game. And Bastoni has got an incredible ceiling above him, an incredible future in the game ahead of him. So yeah, we've brought a European starlet to Goodison in defence. We also have let Ashley go on loan to Burnley, so, you know, probably the less headline worthy of the two pieces of news there. But Bastoni into the club right now. He's an 83 rating and he's 23 years old. If we can get him up to like an 85 by the end of the season, I think that partnership between Godfrey and Bastoni could be very, very positive for us. Wow, man. That bloody Bastoni transfer worked a treat. Look at that. Undefeated in the month of January, all victories with the exception of Liverpool on the 28th, which we drew 1-1, which you kind of take. We still haven't beaten them this season, which is annoying. Also, in the FA Cup, a huge away win against Spurs. And overall, I mean, you look at the Villa game there on the 18th, you look at the Brighton game on the 1st, we're sorting our Goodison form out as well, which is very positive. We also beat Birmingham in the Cup, so we should be progressing now to the latter stages of the FA Cup. And let's have a quick look at where we are in the league. We are 6th, so not quite where we want to be, but look, only 2 points away from Man United. And I'm sorry, but look at the squad. Just have a little look at that. it's just insane, isn't it? Pickford up to an 86. You got Bellingham up to an 86. Richarlison's an 89. Look at our wingers as well. And then Calvert-Lewin up front at an 88. It's just disgusting. What do you mean, Everton? No, man. Stop undoing all your good work, man. How are we drawing to Brentford, losing to Fulham, and, okay, fair enough, we beat Palace, but you can't be getting 4 points out of those 3 fixtures. That is not top 4 form. We should have got 9 points out of that. That's tough. All right, on to March. No, man. No. What's going on with our league form? And we're out the FA Cup as well. Oh, one dream crushed for our objectives this season. And another one, a severe dent in it. We lose to Spurs in the league. And we draw with Newcastle. Granted, we only had 2 games there, so it's not entirely pivotal. Oh, this is going to be such an important month. We did make it through against Wolfsburg in the Europa League. We could still win that. I said domestic trophies. I forgot about the Europa League. If we win that, we can obviously replace our objective of winning or getting into a final for domestic cup with the Europa League. So that is always something to fall back on. And then our league form, we need to sort it right out. We got some easy-ish games. We got Reading, West Brom, Watford. We need to be beating these kinds of teams, man. And we need to get at least 1 win out of the Chelsea and Arsenal game. And probably the West Ham game as well. Oh, this is tough, man. Come on. Yes, now. That is a good month. That is what we want to see on the calendar. The month of April could have turned our entire season around. Things were looking like they were plateauing a little bit, but look at this month. We beat Chelsea. We do the double over Sporting and progress to the semi-finals of the Europa League. We beat Reading in the league. We draw against West Brom. Not so good, but we do beat West Ham. We follow that up with a good win against West Ham. We beat Watford. And then look at that, man. On the 27th, we defeat Barcelona at the Nou Camp 3-1 in the first leg of the semi-final. And then we don't lose to Arsenal, which is always a bonus. And we've got to be in and around the top 4 now in the league. We'll check that. But we do have 1, 2, 3, 4 games left. And potentially then, we'll end the episode off with the Europa League final. As long as we do get past Barcelona, this could be special. Some unbelievably tough fixtures in May. Can we do it or not? Come on. So we do have the option as well once per season to promote a youth player to the senior squad. And I think this guy, Christy Bogdani, is going to be that guy that we promote this season. He's already a 66 rated at 17 years old. Secure a little loan for him in season 3 and we could be laughing come season 4 if we get that far. But this guy is special. I'm going to promote him right now and that is going to be our 1 player token for the Youth Academy used up. So here's the dealio, okay? 2 games left to go. We are 4th in the Premier League table. Let's have a look at this a little bit more closely. Manchester City and Manchester United are 1 and 2 points behind us respectively. Even Leicester, I don't think Arsenal mathematically can catch us. No, they can't. But Leicester, Man United and Man City could. So we have to get at least 1 more victory and ideally 2 victories to secure ourselves a top 4 spot. We do have the 2 games in hand. And our last 2 games, you'll see we've already qualified to the final by drawing against Barca there. And we've already beat Manchester United, which is huge. We do have Manchester City next up. Plus, we have 1 final chance to get into that top 4 against Leeds. So first of all, let's find out, are we going to make our objective? We get the win against City. That's got to be it then. And if we get a win against Leeds here, we could be in 2nd place. Let's have a little look at that then before we get into this final game, which we're going to play, the Europa League final. So we did finish in 2nd place. Those last 2 games were so important and the league was so tight this season. Apart from Liverpool running away with it, standard things, we lost 9 games this season and finished in 2nd place. That's unbelievable how tight that table was. All the way from 2nd down to 8th there. Chelsea and Spurs making the top 4. City and Leicester getting in the Europa and then United in the Europa Conference League. Who went down? Looks like it was Leeds, Reading and West Brom propping up the table. All right, on to bigger and better things now. We've done amazingly well in the league. We didn't quite win the league, but season 3, we have to win the league. I'm sorry. But yeah, we do have this final now against Lyon, which we're going to get into right now. Come on, boys. Oh no, Richarlison is suspended. I was just about to show you guys the team going into this game, which is unreal. But Richarlison, one of our star players, has a red card, so we're going to have to put Damari Gray there. It's not a bad backup, that's why we've got him. But that is a real shame that he sits it out. We've got plenty more firepower though. Fati and Rafinha on the wings. Even our fullbacks like Zinchenko and Dest are really good in the attacking third as well. Bellingham and Ward-Prowse, Calvert-Lewin will be all right, I hope. Come on, look at this. Absolutely beautiful scenes ahead of this Europa League final against Olympique Lyonnais of France. It's a big game between two huge clubs. Everton revived and just in an absolutely completely polar opposite position than real life right now here in the Europa League final and having finished second in the league this season. Let's have a look at the two lineups then in this final. Here we go then. We of course line up as we showed earlier. We got Pickford in goals, Zinchenko, Bastoni, Godfrey, Dest at the back, Ward-Prowse and Bellingham in midfield, Rafinha, Gray, Fati and Calvert-Lewin as our front four. Again, a shame Richarlison misses out, but we'll deal with it, and we got plenty of good backups. Gray will hopefully come in and do a great job. Let's have a look at how Lyon line up then. I saw some really good players lining up for them actually. Lovely kit Lyon have got, and here is their team. They've got some real talent there. Awar in CAM. They've got Iheanacho up front. Zielinski. Toko Ekambi. Their back line is pretty solid as well. They've got Alderweireld as well. And Lopez in goal is a very solid keeper. I think we can do it though. All right, poke that through the middle. I know Ward-Prowse has got it in him. Oh, what a ball. And Rafinha picks it up. Look at this man go. Oh, he's so skillful. Shoots. And Alderweireld gets a toe in. Demarai Gray to win the header. Sorry, Ansu Fati to win the header. Calvert-Lewin turns and strikes first blood to Everton. And we take the lead in this Europa League final after 3 minutes. Let's go. Come on. That weren't bad, you know. Loose ball. Big header there by Ansu Fati. Didn't know he had it in the air, you know. I thought he was all about having the ball at his feet. And then a lovely touch, swivel and right foot finish from Calvert-Lewin. And it's advantage Everton here. That's unreal. Duarte sticks one up. Bastoni gets it away. That's a really nice header out to Demarai Gray as well. And Calvert-Lewin tries it. Here we go. On the counter-attack, Zinchenko. Look at that for Demarai Gray in the middle. Or is this Bellingham? It's actually Bellingham over to the right-hand side. Go on, Ansu. Look at him go. Look at this. That's a pen ref all day long. He's broken his neck as he hit the ball on his head when he fell. And that's got to be an early 2-0 lead for Everton here. If we can convert this penalty, this could be a gift of a situation. Ansu Fati running them ragged down that right. Okay. Now, Richarlison is our penalty taker, but of course Calvert-Lewin and Ward-Prowse have both got extremely good... I kind of want to switch it to Ward-Prowse, but I'm not going to. I'm going to stick with Calvert-Lewin for this one. I'm going to go bottom left corner. Oh, it's a save! I should have gone with my gut. I should have gone to Ward-Prowse. It was a poor pen, to be honest. Kind of changed my mind as well, which you should never do. Toko Ekambi into Kadewere. Here's Duarte down the left, bit of space for Kadewere. Into the middle, Awar! What a save, Jordan Pickford. That is the England international at his best. With the reaction, with the reflexes. It was so good to see. And their striker just dropped into all sorts of space there. I don't know how we let him have that much room. They've still got a chance from the corner. Iheanacho poked into Awar. Turn from Duarte, and it's another good stop by Pickford. We are taking a little bit of pressure at the moment, but Pickford is there to help us live through it, and we are currently surviving. 20 minutes gone, second corner comes in. Let's get this away. That's Zinchenko doing some great defensive work. Chance here for Lyon. Godfrey there to get the challenge in. That's really good, and what a pass as well. This could be an instant counter-attack. Demarai Gray finds Fati. Fati, just burst with your pace, mate. Ansu Fati chops, shoots. I did too much. I did too much. Still 1-0. Toko Ekambi. Zielinski, all sorts of space here. Oh, look at this down the left-hand side. It's Toko Ekambi. He's taken a little bit of time. And Bastoni there. Out to Zielinski. Into Kadewere. Awar. And we just about survive. Lyon are not a bad side, you know. Here we go. Oh, little voice crack. Hope I don't score now because then I'm going to have to include it in the video. Bellingham! Hey man, don't worry. I went through puberty a long time ago and we're 2-0 up. Come on, it's Jude. Let's go, man. What a finish from the boy. It's unbelievable from the number 20. Turns and strikes it with his left foot. It was a great build-up as well. It really was. Demarai Gray involved, Calvert-Lewin involved, takes the touch past the defender and buries it. 2-0. Alright, half-time. 2-0 the score. We're playing really well. Very solid performance in the first half there. We earned ourselves a penalty which we then missed, but we managed to score 2 goals from open play, so we're not really in a particularly bad position, honestly, are we? We're 45 minutes away from some major European silverware, and any Everton fan across the country would take that right now. So I think we're doing all right, guys. Come on, let's see if we can see it over the line then. Here's Kadewere. Oh, great interception. Bastoni, that's why we signed this man. What an upgrade he is from Yerry Mina, who himself, I do respect Yerry Mina. That's a good ball. Rafinha. Calvert-Lewin. Oh, it's hit the post. Oh, that should have been 3, guys. Come on now. Uh-oh. Please don't score now. This is the worst time you can score. It's another save from Pickford, to be fair. He should have buried that. Pickford was just right place, right time. They didn't really have to move. That should have been Leon making this again as we get into the last 5 minutes. But luckily we survive. And that should be it now, boys and girls. That's got to be it. Ref, that's it. Victory! Let's go, man! We win a European Cup, which we did so well to qualify for in Season 1, guys. Hey, man, if that's not worth leaving a like for, I don't know what is. If you haven't left a like on the video right now, you've enjoyed it, please leave a like, because Bellingham and Calvert-Lewin, 2 of our English gems, have come up with the goals to secure the victory in this final, and we take the Europa League trophy home. Unreal. What a performance in the final. Let's go, look at that. Jubilant. What a talented squad we've assembled. And our captain, James Ward-Prowse, front and centre stage here to lift the trophy. Champione, champione, ole, ole, ole. Let's go, man. James Ward-Prowse, what a captain he is. I actually love this man in real life as well. Really want to see him go to the World Cup with England. And it's a parade for blue Merseyside lads everywhere. I mean, look at that geezer jumping on his seat. And we've lifted the trophy to secure ourselves as the champions of Europe. Kind of. Not the Champions League, is it? Season 3, baby. Season 3. Here we go. Look at that. Ward-Prowse is loving it. Calvert-Lewin with the man of the match. And Ansu Fati and Bellingham doing really well, as well as the keeper Pickford, but overall just a very solid performance from everyone. And that's it then. We absolutely smashed our objectives, to be fair to us. The team that we assembled is disgusting. And let's put Richarlison back in here, so this is really nice and easy on the eye. Fair play to Gordon, who had his part to play as well. Have a look at the squad in a minute. But that squad that we've got right there, guys, is just a different level. It's just unbelievable. Let's have a look at the stats breakdown of our squad. To end things off then, we have ourselves as top scorer Dominic Calvert-Lewin with 29 goals, and very close behind him Richarlison with 28 in all comps. We've got Fati, who got himself 14 goals. Bellingham with 13, really good goal scoring season for a slightly deeper midfielder, to be honest. And then Ward-Prowse with 7 as well. Imagine those were mostly from direct free kicks and that sort of thing. Rafinha, Gordon with 5 in 12 appearances. That's amazing for the young lad. And some other players chipping in with goals as well. Musiala didn't have anywhere near as good a season as he did last season, but still contributed effectively. Assists-wise, Bellingham with 15. Unreal. And then Ward-Prowse with 9, Richarlison with 8, couple players with 6, 3 players with 6, Destinchenko, Calvert-Lewin, and Fati with 4. And then, wow, Pickford managed to get himself 2 assists. Played every game pretty much, I think, of the season. And overall, some very effective players contributing to everything we achieved this season with Everton. So there we go, guys. Leave a like on it if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to all the channels of Red Vibe. And if you want a season 3, let me know down in the comments. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Love you. Gang.